Once I'm done with that process as an engineer, uploading all the materials, I want to take that Kanban card and I want to move it into PM purchasing. And that is the flag to the project manager that they're ready to begin purchasing the materials. What I'm hoping is that indicates that you guys have uploaded all of the material. There will be a discussion with John. You and I need to talk about our process for uploading material that doesn't go through Microvellum because we don't have a link. We also, Jeremy, John, and I need to talk about a process that we will do because we'll now be going through BlueCell, which may re-optimize the material in a more efficient way and utilize some scrap. And that slack or slop in material usage is actually going to be picked up by Mark out in the shop, and we'll review that in another video. But anyways, I moved it into PM purchasing. So if I'm the project manager, Steve, I'm going to go ahead and click on the work order and open it up. I need to go to my budget and look at my materials. And this is my bill of materials for this work order. And essentially what I want to make sure is, am I using the right materials and the right amounts? So it looks like I'm using 65 linear feet of, the cosmic strands. There is some work that we need to do on edge bandings in particular, but let's say I'm using 24 concealed hinges and 24 hinge plates and 12 poles. So after I go through and confirm all that, I want to click all of them and then approve it. So now I'm ready to actually utilize that material moving forward. Now what that does is that now flags the system that those materials either need to be purchased or pulled from inventory. So over on the left, I can scroll down to the purchasing category and click on materials to buy. This is called the materials to buy grid. And what you can see is that it found items that aren't currently in our inventory, specifically the cosmic strands apparently. And it tells us, hey, you need to buy this. Now, what I'm looking for is, and we have some work to do on this, but it says we have 51 lineal feet on hand. We need 96.75. So the quantity under is, we're short 45.75 feet. We have some work to do on this because I'm currently setting it based on some filters that we may need to adjust so that it shows up in a little bit more self-explanatory way. In the future, once all of these have vendors and stuff associated with them, default vendors, you can also see it'll sort by who we buy it from, and it'll tell us how much we typically buy, our minimum stock levels, our max stock, our lead times, our prices, all that stuff. You can see the Cosmic Strands one is currently messed up on price, which Steve and Mark and I all know about, and we got some work to do on that. But currently it's working out well. So he could say this, and he could click it, and he could say create PO. The way that we're purchasing now, we simply go to purchase orders, we create a PO, and then we start adding materials into there, and we're not buying them specifically to a work order. And ultimately, we don't buy our materials to a work order. We'll be buying them to inventory, and that way we track all of our inventory. But sooner or later, we want to be dictating what materials we buy by work order.